Singh, one Maharana Sangha was born on April 14, 1482. He was the fifth ruler of the Mewar dynasty, third son of Maharana Raimal, grandson of Maharana Kumbha. Sangha had always been third in line to the throne, but circumstances were the changes, mainly because of the bombastic and unsavory nature of his eldest brother, Crown Prince Prithviraj, following this near fatal brawl in which Sangha lost an eye and sustained several wounds sparing of his life. He went into self-exile at Bramer north of Mewar, part of the domain of Rao Karmachand, the Paramara chief of Srinagar, a town southeast of Ajmer. Though still quite young, Sangha was a wreck of a man and tried to remain incognito. However, some Rajputs recognized the royal son and, taking pity, provided him with arms and a horse and arranged for him to serve with Rao Karmachand. Weighing Sangha's wishes, they did not reveal his identity. Soon, because of his marvelous ability as a warrior, Sangha was helping the chief to run the country. This meant going out on raids to find local bandits or rebellious neighboring clan, in turn and annexing the chief landing. One day, after one of the raids, Sangha rested beneath a banyan tree, placing his dagger under his head. He dozed while two of his faithful Rajput, Jai Balu and Jaimu Singh, prepared a meal. A sun's ray penetrated the foliage, fell on Sangha's face, and this also revealed a snake by his head. Enjoying the warmth, it had uncoiled itself and was raining its crest over the young prince. Suddenly, a Devi, black and white bird of men, both the size of similar to water, alighted on the crested serpent and began cackling loudly. Gathered man who was versed in the language of the bird passed as Sangha awoke. He recognized her to the Mewar throne and immediately knelt and paid him homage. Perturbed, Sangha refused the proffered respect, but the Godard went and intimated to the Paramara chief that Childari served him. After speaking with Sangha, Rao Karmachand agreed to keep his secret. Not only did he give Sangha protection, but also won his daughters as wife. As time went by, his elder brothers Prithviraj and Jaimal were killed, and when Maharana Raimal learned Sangha was still alive, he recalled him to Chitu as his new head. At the age of 27, Sangha succeeded his father on May 24, 1509, and ruled for 18 years from Chitu. At the time of Sangham's assassination, Mewar was known by the tradition of not accepting any ruler who was disabled. Sangham had a crippled leg, he had lost one eye in fight with his brother, and hand in battle. However, because he was already a proud leader, the noble desired, in the best interest of the state, to ignore tradition, and with their blessing, Sangham Singh became the next ruler of the Mewar. Disfigured, of middle height, of fair complexion, and unusually large eyes, a featured classic of many of his descendants. Sangram Singh was a mighty Rajput warrior with great muscular strength and a keen intellect. He was rich and formidable, considered to be emperor of the Rajas at a time when the rulers of Mewar were considered to be at the height of their greatness. Sangha had 28 wives and 7 sons. Crown Princes Rajraj, Karan Singh and Pratap Singh, Vikramaditya, Uday Singh, Bharbat Singh and Krishna Singh. Bhuaj Mal was running convoy of the Sorakila. Ratan Singh's mother was Danbai, daughter of Bhag Singh and granddaughter of Rao Singh Sudha of Jodh. The mother of Vikram Maditya and Uday Singh was the famed Karmavati, daughter of Narbad and granddaughter of Rao of Bundi. Sangha's third son Ratan Singh succeeded him. Vikramaditya and Uday Singh also became Maharanas of Mewar in due course. After many dramas during Rana Sangar's reign, Mewar reached the zenith of its power, its territories spreading to Gujarat, Malwa and Maharana. He was foresighted, valiant, and able administrator and warrior king, adored by his people. The princes of Mewar and Jaipur did him homage, and the rose of Gwalior, Ajmer, Sikri, Rising, Kalbi Chandri, Bundi, Gagron, Rampura, and Abu served him as a tourist. When marching in battle, he was able to command 9 draws, 104 rovers and rovers, 800 horse. It means horsemen and 500 war elephants. He won 18 battles against the Muslims, friends Sultan Ibrahim Lodi of Delhi, Sultan Muzaffar Shah of Gujarat, and Sultan Rostro of Mandu, who was imprisoned at Sidhu but was subsequently released by 1525. Mewar controlled either directly or indirectly a great of Rajputana. However, Sir overriding ambition was to conquer Delhi and is established in the rule overall of Northeast. Then in 1526, Afghan invader Bobo defeated Grand Lodi with much greater effort. He executed him and established his one dynasty, the Moha Empire, and the same mountain was Rajputans in trade and attacked the Mughals. The two forces met in 1527 after the early victory. Sangha was several wonderful ones against returned to Biswa on Mewar, not border. He vowed never to re-enter Chitwan lost the victory, but the Battle of Karma proved to Sangha wins. Wanting to continue his campaign against Bobo, he was poisoned. He died on January 30, 1527 at Kalbi, aged 44, and was his eldest son, Ratan Singh. Maharana Sangram Singh had made his power felt in Central India and Gujarat gradually added to the prestige of his home, so much so that Bobo who found had him to fear what was struggle, admitted that his exalted position was won by sword and sword. Legend about the Bhagavad God and the Maharana, while the god was on his way went on an ancient feud with the pirates of Ranbin. He approached the two Ranasanga where his fight paid him all the duties news of the aspirate return. You bestow a sum of Sangha by means of which, as long as he followed The prescribed injection victory would always return his chip. The serum was placed in a small bag to be wound round the neck, but the Agrat once against allowing to turn towards her back. The Jew had the power of raising the dead, and in order to show the Rana the value of the gift, he put the peacock feather into his head. But then he touched all those lying dead in Tito at a time, and they were restored to life with the new proof of beauty power. Runners went forth to but this conquest, which had extended to the fortress of Bayana, wonder why boating in Zuela, the charm slipped round to his back. Immediately a voice was heard saying his more few had his impressed with his people to do his legend due. This is what a distinguished neckline into Pacham, and despite the poverty, though never want to soil his lamp, the constantly is born before his statue. Sonju Street fitted a blue panther horse with a still uttered their homage. Kanwa battle of a final decisive conflict of Romeva with the later death of the one of the kingdom's greatest heroes, Maharana Sangram Singh by 1526, Babaran conquered the last of the Delhi Sultan and establishes one Muslim dynasty as a Muhammad at Agra. On one of the very occasions, Rajput states joined force against their common enemy, Rana Singh, who had powerful, confident reads of bid of conquer the new Aslan and drive him from India. Apart from the command, Rajput army, luring down on him, Emperor Babur discovered that he had several problems with most of the neighboring strongholds held by his force. He was virtually surrounded. His one man, suffering from this heat and distracted by the surrounding of his new land, wishes to return home. Waiting to encourage them, the emperor said them an example of sacrifice is his divine favor by sparing of liquor for the duration of the coming battle, even to drinking wine, the pouring his wine down the well. By employing traits, reproaches, promises, and wills, vividly describing his memories, Babur won back to elegance. The emperor then advanced against Renaissance, whose Rajput confidence of 7 major wards, 9 draws, and 104 Rawats, commanded as estimated 80,000 soldiers, 1 lakh horse, and 500 elephants. On March 17, 1527, to all his militants, Kanwa, about 60 kilometers away from Agra. At first, Sangha to survive to enter and destroy his Mughal advance go to 1500. Unfortunately, the Maharana failed to follow his advantage was discovered among his allies. Babur's forces entrenched themselves on his 17th Sangha lands. A furious attack on the central right wing of the Mughal force. The tremendous conflict lasted several horses. Babur quickly employed his constant faces a barrier of wagon his engine with gaps for the artillery and for cavalry sales. Unwilling cavalry's charges on the wings, his artillery wreaked dreadful high in the Rajput close ranks. The cannon fire also stand Rajput elephants and the Mughals lines charges believed that Rajputs not accustomed to such battle tactics. Sentences were once at one time being fired on arrow. Nevertheless, they fought for a while, the battle outcome remained doubtful. Then possibility sensing defeat was inevitable. Salahadeo, one of the Sangham's most trusted general, began to wobble with his force after 10 hours. The conflict broke, bleeding in many places. Some reports say Benazim had his 84 wounds apart from those in childhood and in earlier battle. And with the best of his generous land, Sango was forced to retreat from the field. He vowed he would not re-enter Chittor except in victory. He died at Baswan, Mewar northern border without renewing his pledge. His death was put down to the war once, but there was also suspense in his person. Boba returned to Agra to establish one of the greatest empires in India, as seeing the Mughal dynasty. We continue. We will listen about Maharana Pratap. Next part, we will get entry about Maharana Pratap. Thank you for listening.